Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Colleen, and today I'm going to share with you 4 one-pot dinners that my family absolutely loved. They took like less than 30 minutes to put together, and you had leftovers for the next day. Tonight for dinner, we are making a one-pot meal because I am tired. We are going to have some sausage with rice-a-roni, some butter, 1 sad-looking onion, and some broccoli. Into our skillet, we are going to melt half a stick of butter, and we're going to saute that entire onion until it is nice, soft, and translucent. Now that your onions are done, we're going to add in all of our cut up sausage. We are going to kind of mix this around. The goal is kind of warm them up, but also to try and brown the sausage a little bit. Now that our sausage is warmed up and browned a little bit, I'm just going to mix it around to make sure nothing's stuck to the bottom of the pan. And then we're going to add 2 boxes of rice-a-roni. And I'm just going to get it a little bit toasted in the oil and the butter. And then I am simply following the directions from the box, adding the correct amount of water, and adding both of the seasoning packets. Now that your seasoning is all mixed in, again, we are following directions. I brought everything up to a boil, and I'm going to cover it and simmer for about 15 minutes. And as you can see, everything has been cooking. I'm going to give it a good mix, kind of fluff up that rice. Now you're going to want to add in your broccoli or whatever veggie you like. I microwaved this. It's fine. I'm going to mix it all in. The broccoli is already warm, so I'm not worried about cooking it. I just want it to be well distributed. And then I'm going to take all the rest of that cheese, put it on top, cover so I can get a little melty, and then dinner is done. How great does this look? This was delicious. Everybody loved it. The only thing I would change is maybe using a milder sausage. Today we are going to make a creamy bean and sausage soup. We are going to put a tablespoon of oil into our pot, and we are going to saute up all of that sausage. I did quickly realize this was way too much sausage for the pot, and I browned it in shifts. After about 7 minutes or so, all the sausage should be nice and warmed up. Some should be really nicely browned. We're just going to set that to the side. We are now going to add 3 tablespoons of butter. We're going to try and kind of get some of this flavor off the bottom. We're going to add our carrots, all of our onion, some minced garlic, some pepper, and some salt. We're going to cook all of this together for about maybe 10 minutes until our onions are very well translucent and everything is very soft. Okay. So it's been about 10 minutes and all of our veggies are nice and soft. So we're going to add 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. We're just going to mix all of that in, get everything well coated, and kind of cook out that flour taste. This should only take a minute or 2. And this will really help kind of thicken up your soup. As you can see, it's already thickening everything. Go ahead and add in your liquids. I have 3 cups of chicken broth. Add in 1 cup of whole fat milk. And then 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. We're going to give everything a really good mix and try and scrape off kind of the brown and the flavor at the bottom. We are going to bring this on up to a simmer. Okay. Now that everything is simmering, we're going to add back in all of the sausage. And stir and get that all pushed in. Okay. I have those 2 cans of beans. I did rinse and drain these. Very full pot. I'm going to give this a really good kind of stir to get everything kind of well mixed in, and then reduce I'm going to reduce my heat to about a medium low and keep it simmering for about 15-20 minutes while everything kind of incorporates. This is optional, but what is soup without bread? So I went ahead and sliced up some of my no-knead crusty bread. This did not come out exactly how I expected. It was definitely not a full soup. My husband called it pretty much beanies and weenies, but it did have great flavor, and we used some bread to kind of dip into it. Let's make this delicious bacon cheeseburger gnocchi. We're going to start off by browning 1 pound of ground beef. Okay, go ahead and add 1 chopped onion to our ground beef. And we are going to add our seasonings that'll be listed down below. We are going to kind of mix up and brown that ground beef and let those onions get nice and soft and translucent. Once everything is cooked, add a tablespoon or however much minced garlic your family likes and let everything be friends for a couple minutes. Then we're going to add 1/2 cup of beef broth and 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. Next, add 1 8-ounce can of tomato sauce, and then we're just going to mix everything up until that sauce is well combined and everything is evenly coated. We're going to add our gnocchi, and then we're going to mix everything up to try and get that gnocchi kind of under all of the liquid for it to cook. Okay, we brought everything to a simmer, and we are going to let this cook for about 5 minutes or so until that gnocchi is fully cooked. Now that the gnocchi is fully cooked, we're going to add 1 cup of Colby Jack cheese. You can add whatever cheese you like. I put some bacon in the oven, and now I'm just going to crumble it and place it all on top. I'm going to put this into my oven, which is surprisingly very difficult to do. I guess not surprising because the cast iron is so freaking heavy. But I'm going to put it in the oven just for a couple minutes under broil, just kind of melt that cheese a little bit. If you don't have an oven-safe dish, you can just put a lid on. But how good does this look? I found some green onions in my freezer. I went ahead and added those. And this was delicious. It is already on rotation for next week. It is going to be made many times in this house. Tonight we're going to make some burger soup. We're going to start by browning up an entire pound of ground beef. Once the meat is cooked, you want to remove it from the pan. We are going to throw celery, onion, carrot into our pot with a little bit of butter to saute and add our seasoning. We are going to saute all of our veggies until they are nice and soft. We are going to add 8 cups of chicken stock or chicken broth, whatever you have. We are going to add all of that cooked meat back into our pot. We are going to add in about 8 ounces of uncooked pasta. The original recipe did call for potatoes, but we didn't have any. After eating this, I do think potatoes 100% would be better. But we're just going to submerge all the noodles underwater and then cook everything together until the noodles are al dente. The noodles are almost done, so at this point I am going to add a roux to try and thicken up the soup. It's just equal parts fat to equal parts flour. I'm going to give everything a quick mix to make sure that roux kind of gets all over everything. We are going to take the noodles off the heat and add in 1 full cup of heavy whipping cream. We're going to give that a really good stir to get the whipping cream kind of all mixed in. And then we're going to add 1 cup of cheese. I did Colby Jack, but you can do whatever kind you like. I did a little bit in layers and then mixed it in so that cheese could get nice and melty. And dinner's ready in less than 30 minutes. I do think next time I'm going to change some things up with this, but overall this was a very good recipe. I hope you guys liked the video. If you're looking for more budget-friendly, easy weeknight dinners, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. We've got some great meals coming your way. These dinners were so easy to put together. The burger gnocchi, 100% making it again. The sausage and beans, that one I'm not sure about. I think I need to tweak with it a little bit. The soup just didn't thicken the way I expected it to. Thankfully the bread, and then we put it over rice for leftovers, and that helped a lot. The rice-a-roni sausage dish I actually found from TikTok. Is it Jess? She does aggressive tutorials. I will link that TikTok down below for you to check her out. She's amazing. It was so good. I'm normally not a big fan of rice-a-roni, But this dinner, delicious. I already bought more rice-a-roni to make it again because my husband ate all the leftovers. And in editing the burger soup, I realized I messed it up pretty much everywhere. I have the recipe linked down below, but I think next time I try it, I am going to try one of those recipes that has potatoes instead of the macaroni. I do think that would give it a little bit more like heartiness that I think it needs. But that is all I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed cooking them, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye.